That too ashy. Um, I was watching another YouTube show, man. I think dude named Karamo, something like that. But he had an episode on there about some twins, man, and I just felt what dude was going through. One of the twins, what he was saying, man. So I decided to spin the block one more time, man, and let's talk about parenting and kids that done been through shit. Hell, parents that done been through shit. People in general that done been hurt. What's up, Pat Pat? I was looking at them videos you sent me earlier. People in general, man, they've been through some stuff, man, and they need help navigating through life afterwards. I seen the young man up here crying and crying out for help, and the shit resonated with me because I've been the one that was crying. Shout out to Rodney Anderson, man, Washington State. I've been that little boy, man, that didn't know how to express himself, didn't know how to tell the people that was hurting him to simply back the fuck up. Um, it's hard when it's people that you look up to, people that you expect to be protecting you, people that you expect to, you know what I'm saying, never be on that side of the fence when you going through something. And with these twins, it was their mama and dad. Their mama was on drugs. One of the little boys had ended up getting his daddy sent to jail, and they ended up in foster care. The main twin that was doing most of the talking was gay. Damn, I don't know if y'all can still hear me. I think this thing just cut off. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. If so, we'll do it without this. Can you hear me? Alright, that's what's up. But I could kind of tell he was, you know what I'm saying, a little on the softer side. But he wasn't way on the softer side, like he wasn't flamboyant with it, nothing like that. Man, it's kind of warm, man. Let me cut this hair up a little more. That's neither here nor there, really. But the thing is, he was like, his dad and his brother and sister and them used to call him a sissy and shit when they was young. And this is what got me, because this is what made me understand exactly what dude was going through. He say that him and his dad had got into it like on some verbal shit. His dad was saying slick ass shit to him like always, and he took this opportunity. Excuse me, for the first time, and he said something slick back to his dad. And you know, I know that'll piss a parent off because you feel like I brought you in this world and I'll take you out this world. But you got to realize sometimes as grown folks, we push buttons on kids because we can. Because, damn it, we the parents, we the adults, we the big one. You not gonna do shit to me. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I know a lot of people don't realize, but that person that can't do nothing to you, when they finally do pick up their nuts to do something to you, it's gonna be way worse than you ever imagined. Yeah, dude, no, he can't whoop you with them hands. He might pull one of them things on you one day. He might, you know what I'm saying, grab one of them utensils one day and come at you like that because he know he can't get you with these hands. Thing is, we don't realize we be pushing a younger person or a smaller person to that point because we don't realize the hurt and the damage that words do. Words affect young people different than they affect grown people. Young people are sponges, and it's like it's some things that were said to me what's up with it, as a child, that still bounce around in my head, um, and cause pains if I let it. And we gonna get to that later on about not letting it and shit like that. But when you do and say these things to kids, man, they bounce off in their head different. They stick different. They hurt different. And what was done to him was, after he said what he said slick to his daddy, he said his daddy whole face changed. And he grabbed him by his throat and choked him, and he said, bro, I thought my daddy was gonna kill me. I think he was about 14 at the time. But he said he thought his daddy was gonna kill him. I done been in that situation where I'm fighting a grown ass man, and the look in his eyes is like he done lost it. Like he don't know when to stop hitting me, when to stop kicking me, choking me, hitting me with this object in his hand. So that's what made me say, you know, boy, I feel what you're saying. I done been in that situation where it's like you don't have certainty that you fit to make it through this. I done been to prison, so I've been in situations where you don't really feel like it's not a guarantee that you're gonna wake up in the morning. You feel me? And as an adult in prison and as a child, them feelings they're a lot different. I got a hell of an imagination, so when imagination comes to showing me something bad, I'm gonna see something bad. Shout out to you, Alana. Um, as adults, we don't always feel the need to reach back and rectify them situations. Sometimes it's like water off a duck back, like you think it's just gone. It's back there in the past. We gonna let that shit stay back there. Appreciate you. And that ain't how they work, because doing this video, the twins was 20. His daddy calling him a sissy way back when he was 10, 11, 12, 13. That shit still fuck with his head. One of the things that fucked his daddy up was when dude said, man, y'all used to make fun of me. Y'all used to call me sissies and shit. But y'all don't even know that I had got molested. He told me, like, man, I feel like that's like part of a strong part of why my sexuality is today is because I was molested, and y'all sat back and made fun of me about it. And I said, damn. And the boy was like, well, this is the first time I done heard of this. Is daddy. The first time I done heard of that shit, you didn't tell me. And dude was like, you didn't ask me. You saw something wrong with me, instead of asking me, trying to get to the bottom of it, you made fun of me. Shout out to you, baby. But that's the shit that really had me like, you know what, I gotta make a video, man, because it be the lack of caring that really drive you. Like I told y'all, for most of my life when I was going through and I was suffering from the abuse that I went through, the shit that was eating me up as a grown person, and I had to figure out how to let it go, was nobody gave a damn. Nobody gave a damn. Nobody cared. Nobody asked. You welcome. Nobody asked me about how I felt. The people that knew exactly what I was going through, always, like when I wanted to talk to them about it, they was like, man, you gotta let that shit go, bro. You just gotta let it go. And I'm like, how do I let it go? You telling me some shit that sounds so simple. Let it go. Explain to me how you let it go. Look, I'm gonna have to answer y'all questions after I get done talking. No, I'm no longer on parole. Let's see. Moderators, when are y'all getting Nate 420 up out of here? Dude need to go watch some of my old videos. He asked me about change. I'm sitting in a $250,000 vehicle right now. That's where the money come from. We not even gonna get distracted. Shine and I already got distracted. I went through a lot of pain waiting on somebody to give a damn about my pain. It took me a long time to get to a point where I was like, you know what? I have to allow the adults that was in my life the pleasure of being fucked up. That helped me a lot. When I got to look at my mama and say, you know what? God made her my mama. He did not make her perfect. Get dude up out of here too. God made her my mama. He didn't make her perfect. God made dude my stepfather. He did not make dude perfect. My sisters and everybody else that was older than me that I felt like should have been looking out. These people not perfect. They got their own problems, their own shit they've been through. And it's like, I never went to my big sister and asked her, like, were you abused? Did anybody ever try to touch you or something like that? So I understood to a degree why nobody was asking me. I always felt like, well, shit, with me it wasn't no secret. Appreciate you though. I felt like with me it wasn't no secret. Y'all done been around, y'all done seen this man putting his hands on me. I done got pulled out of classrooms to go talk to police and shit about my face and shit being swole up. All this shit. So I felt like my case was a little bit different. But I understand. When dude was asking, he told me, like, man, well, I ain't know that. Your boy, you ain't asked. You just made fun of me. And I used to be like, damn. My thing is, I drove for a small company out of North Dakota. I just don't give up the name to my job like that. It don't always work out the way you think it's gonna work out. Now, if you're looking for a job, you hit me later on, and I try to put you on somewhere. Conversations need to be had with the kids. Apologies need to be given. As adults, a lot of us try to skirt our way around the responsibility of raising kids after a certain age or a certain situation. That shit don't fly. Because in the world we live in today, kids grow up in half the time. Really, half of that, a quarter of the time. Kids be grown as hell at 9, 10 years old. And once kids get to feeling like they grown, it's easier for adults to get to feeling like, well, I ain't got to goddamn keep doing too much for you. And then you get to 12, 13, and they out here making money for themselves. More money than you sometimes. And it's really easier to stop. Well, then they get to 16, 17, and you at their funeral. Or you on they phone call from jail, juvenile, or they visitation list, or you putting up these signs about, have anybody seen my child? I'm from Arkansas, man. I have seen too many Facebook posts in the last month or two. Missing kids, teenage girls, teenage boys. I tell y'all this because that's some shit you can go look up. I know you probably don't have to because the shit happening all over the world. I ain't say nothing about this, but like last week, or maybe I did say something about it, but like a week ago, I was in Oklahoma, and I know because they got all these love travel stops up and down the like the Indian Nation Turnpike or Expressway, whatever it is, toll road. Um, I was excited because I had pulled over. It is one I was thinking. I was like, damn man, I need to find the one with the Dairy Queen. And I was running out of gas. I looked up and my fuel tank was damn near empty. I said, damn, I got to pull over the next one I see. And the next one I pulled over, it just happened to be the one with the Dairy Queen. So I run to the bathroom and I run to the Dairy Queen. When I get to the Dairy Queen, it was two white women in front of me talking to the three dudes at the register. And they were showing them a picture of their son or their nephew, grandson, one of them, I don't really know. But I kind of eavesdropped, and the dude was like, yeah, he was here. Yeah, the dude was here. He was with a man, and it was another girl with him. It wasn't just him and the man. It was they had a girl with him too. And she was like, something told me he had been here, and they showing the picture like, yeah, I seen dude. So old boy behind me is like a little short Mexican dude. And he like, man, I forgot what he thought they was doing. But I told him, I said, nah, man, they showing a picture of a little boy, and they done seen the little boy. So now they trying to get some more information. He was like, what? And we just had us a little conversation about how sick people is these days, man. How many kids come up missing. I told him, man, there's so many kids that came up missing from my home state in just the last couple of weeks, man. It's alarming. Like, I'm used to seeing Amber Alerts and all this shit because I'm on the highway or because it'll flash across my phone. But I'm not used to going on Facebook and seeing 4-5 posts about 4-5 different kids, all from the same city, all in a 3-day time span. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing about it is, all these kids ain't being abducted. Some of them running away. Some of them running away. And it's because kids don't understand, and they don't feel the love they need to feel at home. Like, letting a child want to run away. I've had several times when I was young, and I felt like, man, these motherfuckers don't give a damn about me. These motherfuckers don't love me. I'm going through more shit here at the house than I would be in the street. So I'd rather be out in the street. And I don't want to just put it all on the parents. But my thing is, as grown folks, we should accept their responsibility. You know what I'm saying? We should take that and shoulder that, and it should be welcome. You know what I'm saying? Take responsibility. I wish we was growing up in a world where we could police each other kids like back in the day. But I know that it ain't back in the day no more. I know this ain't back in the day. I know kids growing up rough, kids growing up hard, they growing up around drugs, they growing up around sex. All the shit that we had to fight and sneak to see, they wake up to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when I crank this video up, Every time I crank this video up and go live, they ask me, is this video made for kids? And I have to tell them no. But I got nieces that I'd rather they be on grown folks YouTube than kids YouTube. Kids YouTube is some of the nastiest, grossest, vulgar, foul shit on the market that you can have on the phone for kids. Yeah, they cussing, they doing mind control, they doing all type of shit. Like, it was at one point where I had to tell my sister, and I felt fucked up for it. But I'm having to tell my sister, I'm like, you know that shit that your daughter running around here saying, and you don't understand none of that shit she's singing, like you think she making up words? That's Arabic. What you mean? I had to tell her, man, I did years and years and years and years and years in prison. I was around a bunch of Muslims. I heard them make salat before. That's what she doing. I'm like, yeah, when you look at the video, it's Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh, but this is Arabic. You don't know if your daughter's over here pledging her allegiance to blow something up or what. And I know that might sound racist, but what I'm saying is the shit happens. Brainwashing. It ain't just Arabic. It's the shit you see. I watch plenty of videos on how to slip shit into videos. Like, I can tell you the first time it ever happened in American history that I know of was a Coca-Cola commercial where they slipped it inside something else. And it was, you know what I'm saying, it was a test. You can go Google this shit. You can go YouTube this shit and put whole videos up on it, on them slipping ads into it. That's how I started looking at Disney and seeing how nasty Disney was with the shit they was doing. Now, they would go back and say that, oh man, that was an accident, that wasn't on purpose, or they didn't have permission to do that when they did that. Like, I'll give you one just real quick, because this ain't about Disney and none of that. But in the movie The Rescuers, it's a scene where they sliding down this hill, they going past all these buildings, where if you stop it and go frame for frame for frame, there's a frame or two where those cartoon buildings have real pictures of naked women in the windows, breast exposed. I'm not talking about like a cartoon picture. I'm talking about like a clip from a porn movie where the woman is sitting here breast exposed doing all this, and she's in the window of a cartoon movie because grown folks decided it would be okay if they cut the shit out and put it in the window. You can go look that shit up yourself. And that's what I mean when I say we got to take responsibility, because we don't know what's being put in our kids' head. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We can watch the same shit and not even see it. You can go look at the cover of all these little kid movies that we grew up watching. The biggest one, go look at the cover of Little Mermaid. Tell me what you see on the front of that something big. Go look at the cover, what's Rapunzel or whatever that was, and ask yourself, why do they put these types of things on these cartoon movies? They for kids. I'm still a little under the weather. And right now my throat got real scratchy. But I have to pour up another bottle of water. I feel like they boy Bill now here. Let me go get some water. I'm trying to let this shit get cold. I got a whole case of this shit up there. And then these bottles for some reason don't want to unscrew, so I got to. My thing is, if you got kids, check on your kids. Ask your kids questions. Talk to your kids. Because if you don't, That same kid don't know how to come and ask you. That same kid might not know how to come and explain something to you. That kid might be scared to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Anger is a way to express yourself without using so many words. And sometimes kids don't have them words, so their expression comes out in that anger. Or sometimes their kid is acting up at school because his mind is so clouded with the bullshit that he's going through that he needs to talk to you about, that she needs to talk to you about. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, as humans, we become professionals at hiding the shit that we going through, covering it up, acting like it didn't happen. And we pay for it. And the people around us pay for it. That's why I titled this video Fix It, because it's like, it's so many things, man, we could go fix. If you look at Tyreek and Ghost on the front of this thumbnail, this video, and you go back and you think to the times where they was arguing and fighting, we could see what Ghost couldn't see. And all Ghost couldn't see was, your son needs you, bro. He don't need you to tell him what to do. He don't need you to chastise him. He needs you to listen. Because guess who listening? Canaan. Canaan was listening. Niggas in the streets was listening. And all that boy wanted to do was be his daddy. He wanted to be just like his daddy. He wanted to do the shit his daddy did. He wanted to know the shit his daddy knew. And go spout that shit until that boy was like, well, you know what? The only way I'm going to be you is to take you out the game. The only way I'm going to have an opportunity to grow into being my daddy is to wipe my dad out. And it's sad because we could see the shit the whole time. Tyree was basically begging that man. He told him, he say, teach me the motherfucking game, Ghost. And he goes, man, I never. But the thing about it is, you was already teaching him the game from afar. It's the same thing when I tell y'all, look, smoking weed with your kids is not the ideal situation. But you know what it is? It's a million times better than sending your child out to smoke weed and do drugs with the people on the street that don't give a damn about how he turned out, don't give a damn how much weed he smoked, don't give a damn if he can handle it or can't handle it. They ain't watching out to see his reaction to it or none of that. If it ain't good for him, they not going to stop him. They going to sell him some more if it's going to feed their family. If it's going to buy them some new J's. Get them a rollie. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn. Who give a damn? Mom and daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to tell my sister friend. When she was talking about how, y'all, this motherfucker think he's smoking weed. Goddamn me out to you, motherfucker, you better not smoke in my house. Huh? I had to ask him, like, where would you prefer he smoke at? Since he gonna smoke anyway, he better go down the street and do that shit. I'm like, do you hear yourself? You are his mother. You smoke weed. You smoke weed in front of him. And then you tell him he can't smoke weed in front of you. He better go down there. Because society has made you feel like you a bad parent if you let your child smoke. Thing about it is, you already admitted you're not letting your child do shit. He made his own mind up. He gonna smoke. Thing is, weed is a drug. You might smoke it and get addicted. You can't just tell a motherfucker that's addicted to something to quit. You can. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. We gotta take control and show our kids, man. And like I told her, look, this boy ain't got no daddy. He got a mama. Mama smoke weed. And tell him he better not smoke weed in front of her. I said, man, look at her. You sending him out there to smoke with the motherfuckers who gonna send him on a crash dummy mission. You send a dude out there to smoke with the motherfuckers who gonna laugh at him, try to get him to do some dumb shit while he high. Might give him a little something extra to see how he act on it. Might, hey, watch this. I'll put a little something there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in a day and age where kids don't get to tweaking off the shit that end up in their weed. They die. They fucking die. So you got to be a little bit different on your morals and your motherfucking pride when you see your kid walking down that wrong road. Sometimes you got to snatch their ass up like, hey, you're going to go down the long road. And then you got to explain to them why. I always tell y'all this. Never tell a child because I said so. This is your perfect opportunity to enlighten your child and teach them why. The best thing in the world has always been an understanding. You never sit back and tell your child because I said so. That's a teachable moment every time you take that shortcut. Now, tell them why you said so. Make them understand. And the thing about it is, if you build that type of relationship and that type of respect with your child as a child, then it only grows and gets stronger as they get older. Your child don't have a problem coming to you talking to you about anything because they know the judgment ain't there. The learning is there. Explaining them, hey, look, I know them your friends. I'm not going to raise you the way they parents raising them. That's a lack of love. That's a lack of trust. That's a lack of understanding. Explaining them, hey, look, remember when you got in trouble because you did this when you was 4, you was 5, and you wish, damn, I wish I wouldn't did that. You got your little bike took away and you sitting in the room the whole time, man. Damn, should have did that. Well, guess what? Now you old enough for me to teach you these lessons before you fuck up. You don't have to be somewhere with your freedom took, with your life took, because you didn't think, or because you followed the motherfucker over here that had the bad example. I already did that fucked up shit. I've been to prison. I've been to jail. I've been the motherfucker laying on the ground, goddamn me, eye swole up, jaw swole up. I'm not too cool to tell you this shit. These motherfuckers that you think is your partner ain't your partner. Like, be for real. I'm a one-man army as a grown man. That's another nigga name tatted on my arm right there. Do you think this nigga on my arm, tatted on my body, pays my bills? Do you think he sent me some money when I was in prison? Do you think this motherfucker wiped some tears when I cry? None of that shit. So don't tell me about your homeboys and your friends. We all had them. If you lucky, some of them dudes that you had all that love for when you was a child or when you was a teenager, you'll still have some of that when you get older. Let me talk to you folks. Hold on, y'all. Go get paperwork. She's gonna point to the building. That'll tell me, oh, that'll tell me something. Take y'all with me. My paperwork ready? Alright. What they don't know is, and maybe they do, even if the paperwork ready, they done took so long. Shit, I'm staying here tonight. Oh, this ain't even damn office. Look, then they in there jamming. a little walk, y'all. But I'm like, shit. Yeah, they done had me here all night. Well, all day, hell. So I done ran out of drive time a couple hours ago. I'm just gonna have to let them know, like, hey, we in this thing for the night. Unless them folks can go in there and tweak that tablet a little bit. But I just can't see myself putting my livelihood and my CDLs on the line because y'all want to be slow all day. You know I ran out of drive time about 3 hours ago, don't you?
Oh man, if you need somewhere to park, there's some parking on the other side of the property. You gotta go out the entrance and then make the next right.
And you know, as soon as I drive 2 feet, I'm in violation, right?
But you gotta tiptoe. You gotta tiptoe because you can't park over here overnight.
Shit, am I already here overnight?
Huh?
Shit, am I already here overnight?
Well, I can't have nobody on the property when I leave.
Can't have no company.
I can't have nobody on the yard. Can you put your out time wherever you signed in at? It's 9:45.
Kick me out like that. Y'all see how they do me?
All right, we're gonna confirm a few things. Is that your trailer?
Yep.
Is that where you're going?
Yep.
All right, you can sign the date. Today is June 24th, 7/24.
Where? You're gonna be nice to me till you get me up out of here, huh?
I'm nice all the time.
For some reason, I believe it.
7/24. 24. All right, the bottom copy is yours, and your seal's in the back of the trailer.
All right.
All right, you have a good day.
Now, where you say they parking was?
So when you come out the gate, the main gate right there, you're gonna make a right onto the main road, and then the next immediate right, it say exit only. There's a straightaway that you can kind of turn around at. It's where the employees park.
So come out, make the right, make the next right.
Immediate right. It say exit only. Have a good night.
You too. Exit only sound like I'm already breaking rules. I tell you, anything gets you about their property, man. And then I got to do it at 5 miles an hour. I'm gonna see if I can't throw that thing in the, say I had to make a parking move. Maybe I do it like that and I'd be all right. Appreciate you, man. Boy, I thought that was my truck. Old boy was hopping out of it. I was about to say, hold on, we got a motherfucking problem. I've been in this parking lot too long. I thought that was my truck. And I be walking around with this shit on me. And I don't be by myself. Well, I be by myself, but I'm just saying there be other people around because y'all think it don't. I seen somebody was like, you be riding around with that bling on? Well, I wish a nigga would. What you should have asked is, do you be riding around with that thing on? I said I wish a nigga would, but I'm really glad a nigga don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hold on. Put the white gloves on for the occasion. I know I still got the chalk on the wheel. Got to make sure my lines is hooked up. My bad, y'all. Put a light on back there. That was easy. Now, before I get it rolling, let's see if I can put a common sense move over here on this tablet. You know what? Try one more thing. Bam, that's what I was looking for. Force parking mode. Safety at all times. Just don't stop. Because I'm going to still drive slow, man, and try not to kick this thing into on duty. So I don't lose it 2 hours and 45 minutes I got going towards my team. What's up with it? I'm going to jump out here and
Lock this trailer up right quick. I'll be right back. Alright, man, we back in this thing. Oh, snap. Put my phone down. Let me charge on it. See if we can't make a great escape. 5 miles an hour, kind of slow though. I was goofy. I can't leave you. All these folks are still here. Y'all gotta finish everybody. Boy, y'all ain't going home tonight. What time is it? Your place supposed to be closed at 8 o'clock. That's why I used to hate working in mother factories and shit, man. And then it one of the one where you got to be at work until the work done. Man. You put to have me out here, I might not even need to go by that thing. I already said person conveyance. My time's still going. I know they're gonna count it. They're gonna look at me like, I'm gonna try to creep a little fast. I'm trying to figure out how I can say this for the kids instead of just for the grown folks. Man, like I say, when I was young, I felt the same shit dude was feeling. As kids, man, sometimes you got to allow these grown folks to be fucked up. You got to look at life and realize, man, this shit you see on TV, this Cosby Show shit, man, it sound good, it would be so nice, but it just ain't the truth. It ain't reality of how the world works, man. In the real world, people fucked up. And I know as grown-ups, we be wanting kids to think Santa Claus and Easter Bunny and all is right with the world and rainbows and butterflies and shit, but that just ain't the truth all the time. And even worse, I'm gonna tell you what hurt a child worse, because sometimes they be under the false impression that these other people got it like that, and they don't have it like that either. I know some times where I thought it was people I went to school with that had the new J's and they had this and that, and they was loved, and I ain't know that old girl uncle at the house touching on them, her mama at the house drunk, dad at the house on their stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God that I didn't have all the problems some other people had. At the same time, I know some people in the world, thank God, they didn't have some of the problems I had. I'm okay with it because I look at how my life turned out and I realize a lot of that shit I had to go through, it was part of my testimony. It made me who I am, the person that want to help people, the person that'll take my time and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? The person that'll basically just help. You know what I'm saying? Be there. Man, I'm tripping on this shit. I seen this shit at like there's some trucks out here parked in the middle of the road in the turning lane. Yeah, I might need to do that too. Yeah, let me throw these on for you, bro. Throw your hazard lights on. Miss Pat had sent me Pat sent me a video today. That's what I was talking about when we first came on the earth. And I was thinking, damn, is that me? Like, is this? It was a preacher describing. He was like, man, some people don't look at. And he was like, people always look at what you gave. They don't care about what you had left. And he was saying, man, you gotta realize there's some people in the world that's gonna help you with your bills, and when they done helping you, they don't got enough for their own bills. And that's the shit that God look at. And it hit with me because I'm like, damn, I didn't set out when I was young, I didn't think, man, let me become one of these type of people. I just looked up one day and that's what I was. I was the type of person that will give you something. I might not give you my last, but I give you something. Not cool, no bullshit with me, homie. I said that because somebody has. I just told you I was people parked in the middle of the road, 18 wheelers. I'm gonna try to make it down here and see what this parking space old girl was talking about, where it said do not enter, exit only or something. But she told me to go park it. But instead of somebody sticking to their side of the road, a regular car, they swerved over the middle lane into my lane, head on traffic, coming dead at my truck. And I'm looking like, hey, over that bullshit with me, bro. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, if you know who I am, or if you've seen the jury, or you work here or something, boy, don't play. Because if I got to, I will keep this thing in the... Shit, I'm in it now here. I'm 6 miles an hour. I'm trying to stay in the 5 zone. So I can keep my little time. Maybe I do need to park in the middle. everything look up par. Back to the kids. Trying to see if I can get back there before I do that. Close the curtains up. Oh yeah, phone ain't neat. Yeah, yeah. In it for the night here. Lights on. Anyway, I'll find somewhere to put the phone in. Where I can still charge up. I might just have to hold it. Let me read some of the things y'all said. What's up, Nisha? I seen somebody say how the Fed double back on Pop. I mean on Boosie. Yeah, I seen that. Man, you know I ain't the biggest Boosie fan no more. I ain't the biggest Boosie fan no more. I'm gonna tell you what I seen from Boosie. I seen Boosie had a song with Kodak Black after he did all that bullshit he was talking about. Yeah. After he talked all this shit about Kodak Black making $1 million doing a song with 6ix9ine, I see he went and did a song with him. And if you ask me, you talking about that man for doing a song with 6ix9ine and then you doing a song with him, you might as well did the song with 6ix9ine. The way you talk shit about that man for doing it, then go double back and make amends and do a song with him. I seen how he was calling Rollo a rat, and then Rollo got on his ass. He took it back. They recharged him with the same charge and a couple more charges added on, drug trafficking and shit. My thing is, I don't wish no bad on Boosie, man. It's just it. Free Marlo. And I ain't saying free him like let his ass out on the street. Nigga, you took some people's lives around this bitch. I'm not gonna advocate for you to hit the streets so you can start right back over. And it'd be different if you were gonna hit the streets and change some lives. But if that's the case, Boosie ass wouldn't be getting charged with the little shit. He'd be getting charged with a whole bunch of other shit. I ain't shit. Have it, I ain't gonna make one. You do say an addict with a firearm. That's fucked up. Well, that might be a deadly charge, bro. You know, an addict with a firearm could be dangerous. Very dangerous. You know, people say a lot of good stuff about Boosie, man. But dude ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, man. So him with a loaded weapon in hand could be deadly. Besides, you know, a lot of these dudes be having their false bravado. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boosie is the type of dude who is not known for busting their pistol. Boosie is known for rapping about it. He known for that. And I told y'all, since Marlo been gone, Boosie been getting robbed, shot, shot at, his van getting shot at, people breaking in his car, taking his shit, fans running up on him, jumping the fence at his house. And that's what I be saying is like, bro, you can rap that killer shit, but now that your killer gone, motherfuckers treat you worse than they treat the average Joe on the street. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers treat you worse than they treat the average Joe on the street, bro. Like shit, I jump out the truck, walk around. Now, giving. A lot of people might look at me and say, "What? Oh, what? Oh man, he got them chains off T-Move." I'm 42 years old, bro. I don't need to impress nobody that bad that I'm gonna put some $10 chains on my neck and walk around everybody's city, everybody's town, waiting on somebody to do me harm about $20 worth of shit on my neck. I'm trying to see if y'all see the rashes. I know you see the tattoo, but with my neck turned green and the rash and shit. It nigga breaking out. I be scratching my head. You ain't never seen me scratching my neck. I be trying to tell you. Motherfucker trying to do 90 going north, man. Because he is what he is. Bro, you a little, I know you got a little bigger when you had went to the joint, but you know what I'm saying? And this ain't no diss on Boosie. Bro, you a sickly dude. That never had to behave or act like a sickly dude because you always had younger motherfuckers around you that would crash out about your paper. Because you would throw a little paper their way. Even when you ain't had that type of money like that. You had way more money than they had. So it looked good. Motherfuckers don't imagine that when Boosie was doing that video and he was spreading that money out on the ground, and he was, man, if you see a 50 or a motherfucking 20, I'm pussy. All them hundos they seen. Motherfucker couldn't imagine that one strong gust of wind would have took that nigga whole livelihood. You wouldn't clear it. Same thing like Dirk and them be doing, like I told y'all. Show up on $1 million worth of game with $1 million cash. $2 million, half a million, then you find out later on, nigga, half of that money you had up there wasn't even yours. Another nigga went cleared out their bank account, gave you the money that you. I promise you can go find it somewhere where he was like, man, him and little baby, one of them told the truth and was like, man, I had let him hold some of my money to take up there. Now, a couple more things I did want to get into. And this one gonna fuck y'all up. It fucked me up when I seen it earlier today. And I went and Googled the shit and the same shit popped up. One of y'all, anybody that heard about Alicia Keys being on the Cosby Show when she was a baby? And she played the role of a little boy. And the role was, if you my age, you gonna remember this. Bill Cosby had all the kids, they was spending the night over there. And he was giving them rides on their lap. Rudy and her little friends, this when they were young. And he had them on the lap like this, bouncing like he was a rodeo, holding by the back of their pants. And they got their hands out like an airplane, they just bouncing all on their lap. At the end, and we was young, so we didn't think nothing about this. Every kid that was on his lap, when they got up here, pat him on the booty. But the little light-skinned boy that got on his lap was Alicia Keys. And yeah, he patted that booty too. And this ain't nothing to make him look bad, but what I'm saying is, do y'all not remember me telling y'all about these great kids that grew up to be something, all of them except for one that I know of? That LeBron James. That's the one that didn't grow up with people taking him over here and training him and taking him over here and making sure he was the best. The nigga just grew up with the skills, put the hard work in. But can you imagine finding out that Alicia Keys been in Hollywood since she was goddamn me 2-3 years old? Didn't I tell y'all about that grooming shit? Now all of a sudden she grew up and played the piano. And we never know that you've been around Bill Cosby and Quincy Jones and all these motherfuckers since you was eating peas out of a motherfucking jar. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was nothing for you to do. I ain't gonna say the whole shit, but the 304 shit that you did. The way you got your husband. But with me, it's more about the skills, like I be saying. When you look at Kobe Bryant, goddamn me, grew up with an NBA daddy. Practice all the time. Yes, sir. Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, this shit is hard work. And that's another thing we got to tell our kids, man. We got to show them and explain that shit to them. Even when I was young, I used to get mad at Master P because I'm like, man, Master P came out the ice cream man like he really just got on with the dope and that's how it happened. Bro, let me say what I said a minute ago. I'm 42 years old, my nigga. This shit on my neck ain't to impress you. It ain't to make you say, oh man, I can't do a house test. Just go, first of all, you ain't gonna find me in my house. I have a better chance of coming to your house. What's your address? Right now, I'm about 1,700 miles from my home. I'm probably closer to yours than I am to mine. One thing about it, bro, I'm just gonna be real with you. Because I done showed the stamps on my jewelry. I done showed receipts for this shit so many times. Man, if you met me on the street and tried to test one of these chains, or one of these rings, or this watch, or these glasses, or anything, bro, we probably end up boxing. I'm just being for real, bro. I'm 42. That shit teenagers out here doing. Me too. I suck at boxing too. But as I just explained not too long before you came over here, should I say came on here, I'd be real dumb to be walking around with $20 worth of gold on my neck, a fake gold or whatever it would be at $20, jumping in and out this truck, people steady staring at my neck, waiting on somebody to come snatch some shit off my neck that I paid $20 for. Bro, it ain't even worth it. It wouldn't even be worth it. One thing about me, though, I've been wearing jewelry over half my life. This ring here alone was bought when I was a teenager. You think about it, I've been through a whole lot of shit. I'm still wearing jewelry from when I was 17 years old. So I'm not gonna lie like I'm big time dope dealer, none of that. I got a watch on that I had in motherfucking layaway for 2.5 years. And Sissy Log Cabin steady paying on the bill. Telling motherfuckers, well, I gotta roll in. You know how long niggas lie? And I ain't gonna say lie, but you know how many years motherfuckers you tell me, you ain't got no motherfucking Rolex up there, that motherfucking whatchamacallit, bro. I know I don't need to wear it, but the way I grew up in the era I came up in, it's just part of me. This is like saying I don't need to have long hair. It don't look like I do. I've been thinking about cutting this shit off, but for some reason I just can't do it. It's part of me. I don't need to keep getting tattoos, but shit, every time I go home, I get 2-3 of them. I'm gonna get some more. We was talking about the Alicia Keys shit and these motherfuckers grooming. I got a personal tattoo artist. And all my tattoos I draw myself. Uh, what I was about to say? Oh, we need to start pointing it out to our kids that the most richest, successful, looked up to people in the world worked a lifetime to get there. You see what I'm saying? When you look down at Alicia Keys, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, a multitude of people. Here, even DJ Mustard was around the studio as a kid, learning this shit, playing instruments. Pimp C was singing at Carnegie Hall, learning how to play instruments. Like, dude didn't just go in the studio one day and be like, man, I'm finna start making these motherfucking hits for Master P on this gangster shit, on this player shit, on this pimp shit. No, he went through choirs, orchestras, and all that shit before he ended up being Pimp C. He was Chad Butler. I was cracking jokes today because I seen on YouTube some pictures of Gucci Mane when he was a kid, and I had to explain to motherfuckers in the comments like, look, bro, I know y'all think that this nigga just gangster this, gangster that. No, sir. This motherfucking Gucci Mane was a straight A student. Radrick Davis was in Alabama, goddamn me, a straight A student. Like his mama told it way back on the day of the little DVD when they were interviewing his mama. She like, look, this man used to write me poetry. He used to win all the poetry contests. I am not surprised that he turned out to be a rapper. He been writing and doing this shit all his life. He was a straight A student. And everybody be like, what? Gucci Mane, this nigga that can barely talk? Man, that shit is an act, bro. I keep telling y'all. I said, man, all these rappers and these people got backgrounds created for them. If you really think about it, and I hate, because Gucci Mane used to be one of my favorite rappers, but I hate to do this to y'all, man. They call this nigga the trap guy. This nigga is really one of the lamest niggas in the world, bro. Let me break it down to you. You grow up a straight A student, winning all the poetry contests. That's not lame. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But as a rapper, you let these folks convince you to tell the world that you was from Atlanta, Georgia. Bro, you was from Birmingham, Alabama. When you came in the game, I'm talking about Black T. You was fucking with OJ the Juice Man. OJ the Juice Man just came out and told her that Deborah came to you and told you, hey, bro. That Deborah came to you and told you, hey, I'm gonna get 500 for that boy OJ. I'll give you 50 to keep your motherfucking mouth closed. Gucci Man was like, shit, get it to me. I wouldn't have did that. I would have rather told my dog, like, hey, bro, they could get 500 for you, bro. She offered me 50 to keep it cool so she could give you 10 and run off with the rest of it. So I'm gonna tell you what you do. Go in there and get your lawyer, get your paperwork right. Give me that same 50, bro. And then you walk off with goddamn me 450 instead of 10. You see what I'm saying? Respect me for being a real nigga, because I could have told, look, bro, like I said last time, nigga probably would have gave you 60. Here, bro, appreciate you. See, y'all look at shit for what they tell you it is. Now, let me ask you this. What sense do it make this same woman, you know if she robbing OJ, she done already robbed Gucci. She robbed Gucci first. And then she doubled back and told him, look here, bro, but this is what I'm going to do for you. Help me rob him and I'm going to look out for you. Then she put a snake, a mole in the camp. And told her, hey, sign my son. Let that nigga run around. Wherever you go, I want my son right there. Reporting to me everything you do. So you don't tell OJ none of this shit. You don't tell Woo and Frenchie none of this shit because I'm finna rob them all. You don't tell Nikki none of this shit because I'm finna rob her too. I'm like, bro, this is how the game go. Y'all look at these dudes and y'all be thinking, okay, these niggas real street niggas, they... No, sir, bro. These niggas be lame. Kibo Gotti was one of the only niggas who talk, man, look. And This how you know. This how you know. This how you know. When Kibo Gotti came out saying that shit about Deborah, saying that shit about Waka Flocka Flame, everybody looked at dude like, man, this nigga lying, this nigga hating, this nigga broke, this nigga this and that. Man, that nigga was telling 100% gospel. And I'm gonna tell you what's even worse. Now we look at niggas like OJ the Juice Man, like, oh shit, that nigga real. He kept it 100. Why he ain't keep it 100 when Kibo said this shit? When Kibo was saying all that shit, why OJ the Juice Man and say, yup, he sure right. Them bitches robbed me. Bitch owe me half a brick right now. half a milli right now. She owe me. And this nigga WAP is supposed to be my homeboy. Y'all wonder why we don't make music together no more. That's why. Cause he helped the bitch beat me. He got me out 50. And she got me out 4, goddamn me 40. I got 10 out of $500,000. See what I said about Gucci was, because I said a lot more. I said, man, y'all gotta realize this how good of a story did this sound? Instead of saying you trap God, you a killer, you this and that. What if they told the truth? Like, look, man, this man came from Alabama, a straight A student, a real live nerd. A mama's boy to write up poetry every Friday, bring it home, she put it on the refrigerator. Nigga had some good talent, so we put him in the studio. We put a lot of lies behind him. Yeah, then we helped him link him up with Jeezy and them. And then he got married to Jeezy because he found out the little stripper bitch that he was fucking on also was fucking on Jeezy. So he got married to Jeezy about the little bitch. Thing about it is, when they got to beefing about the shit, the same little stripper bitch set the nigga up. He came to her crib. Y'all tell me if this real or fake shit now. How many times, how many stories have you heard a nigga come kick it with a brawl, you and her about to smoke, y'all laid up, about to do what you do, and then nigga bust out the back room or in the front door and hands up, where that shit at? Say, bro, how the Jeezy boys know where this woman stay at and that you gonna be with her? Cause you tender dick for one. Cause she already fucking Jeezy for 2. And because you was just a slow nigga at the time, everybody Gucci is a slow ass nigga. So they was just gonna get you, bro. Let me continue with the story. You ended up getting shot. Or should I say, you ended up killing Pookie Low in the melee. Accidental murder. You spend the next 20 plus years rapping about this one murder that you caught on accident. During that 20 years, your girl turned around and fucking nigga named Rick Ross, same girl. You got mad. Same girl turned around and fuck Yo Gotti. You got mad. Lost your damn mind, went crazy. And you always listening, bro. Ain't that something? Appreciate you for that view coming. I look up and it say however many views, 100 views, 1,000 views. I know there were a few niggas that was hating on me that ran them numbers up. So I ain't mad at you, bro. But you out of here. Super tender dick, bro. Motherfucker gonna try to tell me that they were like, look, man, he left up with his money and she tripled it while he was in prison. I'm like, bro, he left up with 2 meals. He came back, she had damn near 6. Ooh, that's good though. I ain't gonna lie, that's good. But them same niggas you cut off for her made over 100 million while you was gone, bro. Ross made over 100 million while you were gone, bro. Jesus, 100 million while you were gone, bro. Got it, 100 million while you were gone, bro. You came back home to 6 million and married the same stripper that fucked all 3 of them niggas. The same stripper that set your ass up. Come on, bro. Stop being so damn tender. Where the moderators at? Get this nigga Warrior up out of here. I'm tired of him. Whoever the fuck it is. You like a splash brother, bro. You gotta go. I'll put you in timeout like a little kid.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like I said, man, dude spend his time lying and creating some image of himself like he was the biggest, baddest nigga in hip hop because he accidentally murdered a dude, bro. And then he spent the next 20 plus years rapping about that one murder. I thought I did. I was looking for you earlier. Turn my AirPods. But past the part about dude rapping about the same body all that time, man. We got to the point where Gucci now is playing that role of Deborah. The way he grew up, the way he came up in the game. Now he's signing whatever nigga he can find with some talent, and then you look back around and the insurance kick in. What's up with it? Either they dead or they gone to prison for a while. But what happens when they dead or go to prison for a little while is now he can control their money. You see what I'm saying? Now he can do like Birdman was doing. The big label give you the check and you don't have to split it. When the check come through, who the hell making sure Pooh Shiesty get Pooh Shiesty money? Big Scar get Big Scar money. Enchanting get Enchanting money. Fujiato get Fujiato money. You see what I'm saying? Hot Boy West get Hot Boy West money. Nobody. Because they dead or they locked the fuck up. They family can't step in and say, hey man, let me see them books. When Wayne tried to step in and look at Cash Money books, with Cash Money say, we ain't got no books, Playboy. We ain't got no books, Playboy. That's where the 50 million went. Signing all these crash out dummies. And then him and his wife get on there to my man, I got $1 million for a male artist. I got $1 million for a female artist. And I'm like, man, you motherfuckers dumb as hell, y'all signed with either one of these some bitches. Have you not seen the pattern of what happened to every motherfucker that didn't sign the contract? He got 2 motherfucking artists left that ain't goddamn me out of there. It ain't, bro, this is the thing about it. It ain't even nothing wrong with signing street niggas. But sign street niggas and mold them. Tell them same street niggas, look at me, bro. I was the biggest street nigga you ever listened to in your rap music. I'm the trap god, nigga. You see me wearing suits, you see me going to business meetings, you see me getting checks from these folks up here at the big business. So I can sign a motherfucker like you? Why would you not rather do that than hang in the hood all day and show motherfuckers that you still street? Man, don't nobody give a fuck about you being street, bro. The object of the game is to get the fuck out the streets. Nigga, if you look around, when you seen Nino Brown in the movies and he was talking about how it was just a kid running in the gutter and he had to put that work in, he was saying this shit from a mansion with a suit on, bro. He was not still in the gutter selling drugs. You see what I'm saying? We all watched Tony Montana come up with this bitch on a banana boat. Nigga, by the time the hour and a half went by, this nigga wearing suits. He was crossing his legs sitting up in the bank. Yeah, it was a lot of shit still going on, but dude was so far from the street life. Bro, that should be the goal. Not to get all this motherfucking money that people like that ain't never seen before, and then run right back to the hood and throw it in the hood nigga face like, bro, look how I'm riding. Look how I'm. So a nigga come down call your ass. In the name of keeping it real. And that's why I asked a nigga way long time ago, nigga, you trying to keep it real or you trying to really keep it?
Cause yeah, I have my jewelry on, but guess where I have it on at? Somewhere handling my motherfucking business. I'm holding this phone right now talking shit. Guess what? That paperwork I picked up while I was talking shit to old girl about not wanting to park and couldn't leave, gonna make me a couple thousand. Don't never get it twisted. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna make these videos for free, but I'm not gonna sit around all day not making me some money in a legal ass way. That's not how mama bills get paid. That's not how the candy paint get on the car. That's not how the gold get on the neck. And I'm not gonna be sitting in the motherfucking hood waiting to lose it all by a nigga who ain't never had no work ethic, no drive, no skill, no none of that. I'd rather go to the hood and find one of them motherfuckers and see if they want to change their life or not. Do you want to change your life? All this shit I got, you can go get this shit, but you not gonna get it and keep it sitting here in the motherfucking hood all day, hanging with the have-nots all day. You got to hang with the want-somethings. Go find that family. Cause there's some people out here that ain't got shit, but they want something. So they gonna change their life, they gonna change their mentality, they gonna change their day. I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't got shit right now today, and you wake up tomorrow and do the same thing you did today, you got exactly what you deserve. And I ain't even trying to talk shit, I'm just trying to say, man, you gotta get to a point where you change your life because you want to. Cause I'm gonna tell you some real shit. When your mama whoop you and put your ass in that corner on timeout, it's because she wants something better for you. When the police goddamn me hit the streets and lock your ass up and take you to the judge gonna give you some time. Why? Because he wants you to do better. I don't believe the judge is sitting there like, hey, bring me somebody to lock up. But when you come in that courtroom, he gonna look at you and say, you know what? The amount of time I'm gonna give you is a direct reflection of the faith I have in you. If I believe you ain't no damn good, you can't be helped, we done gave you chance after chance after chance, I'm looking at your record, bro. You've been doing this shit since you was in 5th grade. I'm probably gonna give you a life sentence. Like, you ain't, like they say on LinkedIn, you know earthly damn good, Joe. But if I'm looking at you, okay, you was out here trying to do something, okay, the nigga had a job, he was paying bills, but he made a mistake. He was on the drugs, not selling the drugs. You know what I'm saying? He was taking shit. He wasn't robbing motherfuckers. It's a difference. I'm gonna be real. A motherfucker spared me, gave me 10 years in prison when I was facing 10 to 40 to life for my first adult crime. I could have been gone, never came back. But I had a few people in my life that took the time to say some shit to me that registered. And I started handling business differently. Right there in the courtroom. And the judge started looking at me different. He respected me a little bit. And then he proved it by giving me the minimum. Man, I done talked to that judge since I've been out. Because he also a preacher. And he done been a guest preacher at my church before, and I had to come up to him and tell him, hey, man, you don't even remember? He said, yeah, I do. I know exactly who you is. And that's one of the things that always trip me out when you think a person don't know or don't remember or really just didn't take into account who you was and what you did, and they did. And I feel that it's a difference between sitting around wanting to hand out and a person that just don't feel like they can do shit for themselves. It was a time in my life where I was that person. But like I told y'all, I went through a whole lot of shit, bro. And that shit I went through held me back from reaching even a third, a motherfucking quarter of my potential. I'm gonna be real with you. Man, these changes in my life didn't happen until I started forgiving folks. So I started letting shit go. I had to grow into that. I had to figure it out. because couldn't nobody tell me how to let shit go. I done been to therapy. Only difference is when I was going to therapy, I wasn't receptive to it. Some people might need therapy. With me, I be self-taught and everything I see. So it's like today when I seen the shit today, and I was like, man, I wish it was a video, a tutorial, a way to explain to kids so it don't take them into their adult life to figure out how to let shit go. Nobody came to me and told me, bro, or when they did, they didn't explain to me exactly how this shit worked. But if a person would have came to me and say, Phil, the reason you can't get nowhere in life is because you don't see yourself for what you is, because you see yourself for what people have told you you were. You still feel vulnerable and all that other shit that you felt as a child when you was being abused. You ain't learned how to see yourself for the person you really are. You too busy seeing what they told you you were. And that's what I want to tell, bro. I wish I could have been there and gave dude a hug. Like, listen, bro, look at your daddy. Look at you and look at your daddy. Look how you dress. Look how you present yourself. Look how you speak. Now look at your daddy, bro. This is the nigga you let hold you down because he was talking shit to you. You got to realize, bro, your daddy was a fucking drug addict. So you telling me you letting a drug addict, a junkie, dictate how far you going like? Cause some shit he said when he was high. Some shit he said to you when he was drunk. Look here, bro. You got to forgive him and go and get what you here to get. I promise you. Once you forgive that man for being drunk, for being high, for being an asshole, for being abusive, for not being his best self, then you can realize that you don't have to be him. You can go be your best version of you when he couldn't. And that's all it was. I couldn't be my best version of myself because I felt like my daddy was a pimp. My mama was country. Nobody loved me. They could see the failure in me. No. They couldn't see the greatness in me because of the failure in their own damn self. So once I get to forgiving them for being a failure, then I know I don't have to be that. I don't have to be Phil around here gang banging. I don't have to be Phil around here trying to rob folks, trying to shoot people, trying to stab people, sitting in prison, hustling, shooting dice, hanging with motherfucking dope fiends in the hood. I always got to ride around with 3-4 niggas around me. No, that ain't me. That's not the best version of me. That's not the version of me that people gonna look at and say, you know what? That nigga right there, yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to get to that point, but it's so motherfucking worth it. It's so worth it when you look up in the morning and you respect yourself. When people can say whatever they want to say about you, but you already know, bro. You saying something about me trying to hurt my feelings because you don't like your damn self. You want so bad to tear me down and to bring me down on your level and to get me mad. That's why a dude that don't know shit about me will jump on my live and get to talking about, man, them chains real. Bro, we on here talking about some real shit. You come on here talking about my chains real. You want to get me mad. You want to piss me off. You want to take my focus away and get it to you so you can feel better about your day that been fucked up all day. I done had a fucked up day. But at the end of the day, guess what? I'm alive. I done made some money today. Whatever goddamn is in my chest choking me ain't killing me. My mama alive and healthy. My nieces and them doing good. I got a whole lot of shit to be thankful and grateful for. You can't come on here and take that away from me, bro. Many have tried with the same shit. You got to find something better. I be thinking motherfucker gonna get on here and get talking about my teeth or something. I be still self-conscious about that when I see that one tooth right here. When I be talking. And I be like, damn, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that. You remember the times a female done told me, Phil, boy, I didn't even know you were missing out on teeth. You still handsome. I be like, right, thank you. Guess what? You should have got to the teeth. Because of next month, we want to get this shit yanked out. And it's about time to get right. You're too late. You can't mess up my self-esteem. And all I'm saying is, man, I want these kids, these young adults, and these adults, these older people, to feel the same way. I want people to realize, look here, bro. When people come for you and try to fuck up your day, that's because they fucked up. People want to see you succeed or fail in life, it's because of how they life going. But the thing about it is, once you get to that point where you realize that the bullshit the next person going through don't determine how far I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? Like old folks, you say, what you eat don't make me shit. That's why I say, I had to realize that when my stepdad was beating on me and shit, it ain't had shit to do with me. It was something he was going through in life. Something that was hurting him, fucking him up. And like a kid, he didn't know how to express himself. So he let the shit out in anger, and it was just directed towards me, probably because I was an easy target. He didn't want people to think he beating on his wife. And he didn't want people to think he beating on these girls. I'm the oldest boy in the house, so he's like, shit, nigga, you got to get it. I can understand that. I don't got to like it. But the psychology in me, I understand it. Just like you say about karma, I also understand, bro. Right now, dude ain't got the best life he could have. And that might be due to some of the shit he did to people in his life. You had a stroke, you live out in the country, your kids barely come around. You got grandkids, you don't really get to see them as much as you want to. Because you piss a lot of people out, bro. People not just gonna break their neck to come around you. You done left everybody mama and cheated on them and married another woman, then married another woman, then married another woman till the people just got tired. We don't even want to get the last wife is stuck around. She been there probably 15 years. The thing about it is, the wife before her only lasted about 6 months. So nobody ever took the new wife serious. People was against her. We didn't want to get to know her. We didn't want to like her. We didn't want to love her. We didn't want to give her a chance. And now she's been around all this time and don't know why don't nobody like her. And I want so bad to tell the woman, I'm going to tell her next time, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You probably have no idea that you married a nigga that we look at, well, me, I look at it as a monster. It really got nothing to do with you. And well, you did say some shit sideways to my mom, but I checked about that already. Last time she tried to talk to me, I told her, look at my mom, the problem with you is you came from my mama. And I don't play by my mama. Not one little bit. We're not going to play one level, one board, one stage, one coin, one token, one ticket. We're not going to play it all by my mama. It might have been 10 years ago. I don't even know how long ago it was now. But you disrespected my mama and she nice. She done forgave you. But we all know, well, people in my life know, sometimes it take me a while to forgive. I got to learn how to do it. I got to concentrate. I got to focus and even pray. And for a long time, I wasn't that dude. I wasn't going to do no praying. I wasn't going to do no asking for forgiveness. I wasn't going to do no forgiving. It was fuck you and fuck what you stand for. And if you got a best friend, fuck your best friend too. Now, I done changed all that because I realized, like I said, that was the fucked up part of me. Want other people to be fucked up. Want them to be mad, be in their feelings, be going through something when they come around me. And we got to learn to get out of that, man. We got to learn that, look. The more well-wishing we do, the better we gonna feel. The more help you give a person, the more you gonna get. And you might not get it in the way you want it, but karma come both ways, good and bad. Right. I ain't even gonna say sometimes, most of the time. Always if you let them. God fight them battles every day if you let him. You got to train yourself to shut the fuck up. You got to train yourself to leave people the fuck alone. And go on about your business. And then it's gonna catch you off guard. It's gonna feel bad. The little devilish grin you gonna crack when you find out Carmen and smack the shit out their ass. But I'm gonna tell you something I heard somebody say one day. God don't play about me. God don't play about me. Just like that pastor. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the most, I want to say vicious, but I'm gonna say, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to glorify it. But my thing is, with all the wrong he did, and I'm gonna segue this into the next situation. God fixed it where that man sat there and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and was confused, asking for answers, and then he took his life. So, at the end of the day, the way I see it, the way I was taught, all that shit you did, and I'm talking about the good shit, the praying and all that shit you went and prayed and asking for forgiveness, you died knowing you wasn't gonna get none of it. You being the pastor that then told so many people, man, if you just turn it to God, if you take it to God, if you give it to God, it's gonna be all right. Thing is, God fixed you to where you wasn't able to do that because you was that far gone, you was that wrong, you was that evil, you was that manipulative, you was using his name to commit your sins. And God said, you know what? I done heard you pray about this so many times and then wake up the next day and go do it again. So this is how we gonna end this. If you ever seen they clone Tyrone. There's a point where dude got the gun on old girl and he's like, hey, put it in your mouth. When God tell you to do something, you don't have a choice. You know the rules. You cannot commit murder and ask for forgiveness if you're the one dead. That's the way I've always seen it. I ain't see it like, oh, you committed suicide, you can't be forgiven for that. You can't ask for forgiveness for that. Asking for forgiveness before you commit the sin ain't gonna work. How that work? You can't tell God, I love you and I know you the end all be all and I should trust you, but I'm gonna go on here and do this. And then God saying, well, if you do it, then you don't trust it, I'm gonna work it out. You ain't giving it to me if you're gonna take matters in your own hand and off yourself. So that's just how I see that. And why I say I was gonna segue into the next situation, because what's the woman name that the video is coming out now? I think the video came out July the 6th. I was thinking that that's when it happened. When I first heard about it, I thought it was some shit that happened like this week or last week. But then I seen some more shit when her son and her father was talking. And they were like, they've been waiting years to see this video. Her son was saying, I'm talking about the woman who got shot in the face by the police and he's suspended and got fired and they charging him with murder.
The part that hurt me so bad was, and if y'all ain't seen the video, I can tell you where to go see the video at. It's a it's a website called Chaotic, KAOTIC. It's a lot of messed up stuff over there. But that video in its entirety is on there. The police was joking and playing with this woman. I had fast forwarded through the video a little bit, I ain't even gonna lie. But what was messing me up is when I first started watching the video, the woman was sitting on the couch going through some shit and she was like, I'm looking for the paperwork. Apparently she the one called the police because she thought somebody was trying to break in our house. And she was like, they was asking her about her ID and she was like, I'm gonna give you the paperwork. I fast forwarded, she was off the couch and into the kitchen by the kitchen sink. Now, at the first me watching the video, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's somebody in the back room or over here in the side room because the other cop keep looking over here in the side room. And I'm thinking maybe it was somebody back there asleep and they didn't know the woman was back there. And when she moved, they shot her. Not what happened. Same woman. And this is why I tell you the police were cool with her because they allowed her to move freely throughout the house. Grabbing shit, moving shit, touching shit. So when she ended up at the sink, she was getting some water and she cracked some type of joke about the water. And the police were like, no you ain't. You better not. I fast forwarded again because I'm thinking, okay, this ain't got nothing to do with it. When I let my hand above the button, she's steady at the sink. She got a red pot in her hand. The first they were joking about some hot water. And she had this pot in her hand and the man said something. I didn't catch what she said at first. But after she said it, he said, I'll shoot you in your motherfucking face. Pow, 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 pow. Because he was telling you better put that pot down. You better put that pot down. And she was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. She was holding the pot up in front of her face. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And then she went down to the ground like she was putting the pot down. She couldn't just drop the pot full of hot water on her damn feet. So she was going down to the ground, putting the pot down, and then dude shot her in her face. I rewinded, and the second time around, I heard what she said. She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And he said, you better not. Matter of fact, put that motherfucking pot down before I shoot you in your motherfucking face. And then when she was down with the pot, she was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And he shot her in her face a few times. His homeboy, they sat there froze. Think about it. She on the ground, ended. She's over. He still got his gun on her. He look around at his partner looking at him. His partner pulled the gun, called in, shots fired. And then the partner like, damn, bro, I'm gonna go out here and get the first aid kit. And dude was like, for what? That was a headshot. She over with. And then he thought about what he said, like, fuck. You can go ahead and get it, but it ain't gonna do no good. She gone. That was a headshot. And I'm sitting there like, man, you shot this black woman in her damn kitchen. On the ground, begging you. And then the sheriff and them hid the video and wouldn't let it out. This is the saddest part of all. When her son telling this story, he like, the hospital called me, not the police, not the sheriff. The hospital called me, and what they told me was my mom had been shot in her eye. The bullet ricocheted in her skull and came out her neck, and she was passed away. And he said, I kept asking what happened. And they never would tell me the police shot my mama. They just kept saying she was shot. Somebody shot her. Y'all gotta realize that they didn't find none of this shit out until their body cam came out years later. Months later, however long later. I'm not exactly sure, but he made it sound like his mama had been dead probably about 3 years. The daddy was like, her daddy was like, hey, we need the sheriff to step down. He needs to resign. I don't want nobody talking to me because he like, look, I'm not no dummy. You're not gonna come to me and try to twist my words around and make me sound like I done said some bullshit. He said, man, I don't want to talk to none of these police until the sheriff resigns, and that's not who they working for. He said because they didn't never intend on this video to come out. They was never gonna hold the man accountable. None of that. I wish my other phone, the other phone ain't even on. I need to. Do I need to have two phones again like I used to? I don't need another phone bill. I can pay it, but anyway, if I had the other one, man, I would put the video up, and it probably wouldn't be a good thing to show y'all that. But I told you where you can go find it at, so you can go find it over there. Along with a lot of other shit you probably don't want to see. Some of the most gruesome videos. And the thing is, that type of shit come out every day on this platform. Chaotic. Every day, shit like that come out from all over the world, not just America. But they usually it's never it ain't like YouTube where somebody giving you the story. They just play the video and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You watch the video and form your own opinion on what you've seen. It's very seldom that you're gonna have somebody in there trying to narrate something or give you the story. Just some more sad shit. But I'm 4 hours into my 10-hour break, man. 2 hours into this video, so we're gonna go ahead and end this one, man. I hope y'all doing alright out there, man. I hope you're doing better than you were last time you heard from me. If not, then we need to work on it. But on that note, don't be afraid to take the long road, set the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help. Tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all, man. I appreciate you. Yeah.